Peace and blessings, kings and queens. It's your boy Ayo, back with another video. And the topic of today's video is we worship what we worry about. Before I dive into this topic, I want to first start off by giving all praises to the Most High God and asking that God guides my tongue and allows this message to reach the ears of those that was intended to hear it, and allows this video to fall upon the eyes of those who are intended to view it. And like I said, the topic of today's video is we worship what we worry about. So like this is kind of like if you guys like watched my last video, I made a video called pay attention, and I put like the $sign for like pay, because like our attention is valuable. So like in that video, I talked about how like where our attention goes, our energy flows, and how like what we pay attention to is important because it's valuable. Our attention is valuable. So like in that video, I broke down how like energy is like the only real thing in this realm besides time that's valuable. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I talked about how like, you know, we go to work and we exchange our energy for like paper money, like dollars. You know what I'm saying? But what's really valuable is our energy. You know what I'm saying? I talked about how like our attention is how we focus our energy. So whatever we pay attention to, that's us directing our energy in a specific direction. You know what I'm saying? And our energy flows like to whatever we're paying attention to, like a current. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they call money currency. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a current, or like, you know how electricity flows like a current as well. It's how energy moves. It's how water moves. It's current. But yeah, where our attention goes, our energy flows. And like our energy is what's valuable. That's what I discussed in the last video. In this video here, we worship what we worry about is basically a continuation of that last video. And it's just breaking down how like, you know, in life, the things that we find ourselves like really focusing on and worrying about, spending a lot of time worrying about and hoping that it doesn't, like this bad thing doesn't happen. 9 times out of 10, whatever we worry about is like basically what we worship. It's like what we hold very, very valuable. Otherwise, we wouldn't be worrying about it. You know, when you don't care about something, you don't spend your time worrying about it. You know what I'm saying? To worry is to focus your attention on something in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? You can pay attention to a TV program, a television show, and like be attentive and pay that television show attention for however many minutes long, or the duration of the show lasts. For like a movie, maybe like 2 hours. You focusing, you paying your attention to the movie for 2 hours. But like when we worrying and like watching a movie or watching a show may not be a bad thing. It could be like a positive way we focus our attention. Or like when we're trying to complete a task like cleaning up, you may find yourself like focusing on whatever, washing the dishes or sweeping or just cleaning up your house or whatever. We focus our attention in and we get the job done. But like a negative way we focus our attention is when we worry. Like we'll like focus our energy and our attention on potential problems, on things that may or may not happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just the fact that we focus so much attention on worrying about what may or may not happen goes to show that like whatever the thing is that we don't want to happen, like whatever negative effect that we don't want to occur or happen to something, whatever that thing is that we're worrying about, like it must be very, very valuable to us. Otherwise, it wouldn't warrant so much of our attention to cause us to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And if that thing is causing us to, if we find ourselves worrying about something often and a lot, 9 times out of 10, like we value that thing a whole lot. You know, the more you focus your attention on things, it really shows like where your values lie. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God says we shouldn't put anything before him. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times we worry about things, you know, and we focus our attention on the possibilities of what could happen, like the dangers of what could happen, and how we don't want potential dangers to happen. We find ourselves worrying a whole lot, and that's just a whole lot of our attention and our energy going towards something that may or may not happen. And we find ourselves worrying and putting more attention towards those things than we do towards the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't put anything before God, and I think that's why, you know, in the Bible somewhere, I'm not well read on the Bible, but I just kind of already know it. Like it's in me. You know what I'm saying? But somewhere in the Bible, I've heard like we shouldn't worry about things. You know what I'm saying? Because in a way, it's like putting more value on that thing than we put on God. Because if we truly focus on God, you know what I'm saying, then and we truly trusted God and had faith in God, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't worry so much. You know what I'm saying? To worry is almost like saying that we don't have faith in God, that God is gonna handle the situation. To worry is like we're putting so much energy and value into something that could potentially go wrong, or whatever the thing is. Like a lot of times we find ourselves worrying about money and finances. You know, we put so much value and attention into this thing because we feel like, you know, God can't do it for us. You feel me? Like it's just crazy. Like you know, during the course of the you know, the whole pandemic or whatever, I just saw a lot of people who was worrying, like worrying. Like they put more of they focus so much attention and their energy into the potential of what could happen. Like to the fact where like I saw people who I knew, like what I thought were like true believers, like totally disregard like the Most High and what the Most High can do, and just allow their worry to consume them and completely obliterate their faith in what and what the Most High God can do. You know, we shouldn't worry about things like that. Like I'm guilty of worrying too, but like I really been trying to make an effort to like, you know, really surrender that, like to really overcome my worries. You feel me? And fears, because like to fear and worry just almost says that we don't that we don't have true faith in the Most High. Like, you know, there's a saying that says like, you know, there's a faith the size of a mustard seed is all we need. But like, I don't think we really look at that saying in the opposite, like in the reverse. You know, doubt or worry the size of a mustard seed can grow too. You know, we need to guard our mind from these seeds that are planted in our mind. You know, like worry can really be a small seed and really grow into something big, you know, and have you like, and really consume you and have you focusing all your attention and your energy to the point where you drain physically just off of your thoughts about something that hasn't even happened or might not even happen at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you know, just the fact that we focus so much energy and time and worrying about certain things, you know what I'm saying? It just goes to show that whatever that thing is that we're worrying about, we're placing too much importance on it, you know what I'm saying? To the point where it's almost as if we worship the thing because it's consuming so much of our time and our energy. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't put anything above the Most High God. Nothing is worth worrying like that much about. You feel me? Like, you know, if you really want to like do some self-evaluating, you know what I'm saying? Like just begin to pay attention to like the things that you worry about. Like what are some of the things that you worry about that really just consume your mind, you know what I'm saying? And you'll come to find out like you may spend a lot of your time during the day like focusing on these thoughts of worry about this thing that may or may not happen. You know, it's just taking so much precedent in your life that it drains you of your energy because you're always focusing your attention and your energy towards it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not worth it. You know, when you can identify these things, you know what I'm saying, you can like begin to like take your energy back, you know, like, I find myself always worrying about this. Well, shoot, I mean, if it's something that's out of your hands, then why even worry about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to begin to like evaluate our lives and go through you know, self-evaluate our mind and our thoughts, like really monitor our thoughts and like what we worry about, what we focus our attention on, and like take our power back, you know what I'm saying? Give that power back to the Most High. Give that attention and energy back to the Most High. Because, you know, God will handle anything for you, man, if you really believe that he will, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times we worry because we don't have faith for real. Like, we think that God ain't gonna do it, and we think we gotta do it on our own. You know what I'm saying? Like, seek ye the kingdom of God first, and God will give you all other things. You know, you seek God first, put your attention on focus, put your attention and your focus on the Most High. You know, whatever you worrying about, God gonna work it out. You know what I'm saying? God knows you better than you know yourself, probably. You know what I'm saying? Whatever outcome that you worried about happening, and you afraid of this outcome, you know, God know that you don't want that outcome to happen. You know, if you put your faith and your energy, your attention on God, God gonna make sure it don't, man. Trust me, bro. Like, this past couple years, like, I've seen some amazing things happen that was like supernatural. All because I just upgraded my level of faith. Like, some things, like, I've been shown things that, like, if I speak, you know what I'm saying, it's like people wouldn't believe me. They call me crazy. But it's like, I guess that's my walk with God, because I have upgraded my faith to a point where God can move in my life in that way. You feel me? Like, I trust God. And so, like, God just moves in miraculous ways, for real, for real. Like, you know, we like, faith of a mustard seed is real, but doubt and worry, you know what I'm saying, can cancel out that faith. You feel me? So, man, be mindful of what you focusing your attention on, like I said in the last video, but be mindful of what you worry about, man. Because if you find yourself worrying about something like a whole lot, then you probably have placed too much importance on that thing, and you need to take the power back and give it to the Most High. Don't worship these things that we worry about, man. You know, we shouldn't even be worrying, man. Like, a lot of times you can identify the things that we place as idols in our lives, and we worship by how much we worry about it, man. So just be mindful, man. That's all I really got for you guys. It just kind of hit me while I was at work, and I was driving home. I was like, man, you know, this would be like a dope ass continuation of the last video, because worry is, we focus a lot of time out of our day and a lot of our energy worrying about things, you know, that may or may not happen. And it just goes to show that we just place too much importance on things that, you know, we really should free ourselves of that bondage of worry, and really just give that energy back to God, because God will handle all things if we trust and believe that He will. You feel me? Like, man, I'm on a level now where, like, my faith ain't even faith. Like, it's a knowing. Like, you know, I don't just believe. I know. Like, I know. Like, I don't, cause beliefs can be, like, broken down. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can be, you know, they speculative. But, like, when you know something, it's like you can't tear that down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it. You know what I'm saying? I know 2 + 2 = 4. You feel me? But if I say, shit, I believe 2 + 2 = 5, I can be proven wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I know that shit. Like, I know God exists, and I know how the Most High works for me. You feel me? So my belief on another level, and that really has helped me to, like, limit a lot of my worrying, man. You know, I'm still learning to surrender a lot of things on to God, because I always grew up as a loner and feeling like I had to, like, handle things on my own. You feel me? Not ask for help and just do for myself. So I'm really, like, learning to surrender a lot of things on to God, and to, like, stop worrying so much, and understand that I don't have to worry, because I have a God who can do all things. You feel me? It has shown me that God can do all things. You feel me? Like, real talk. But that's all I got for you guys, man. I love you guys, man. I hope you guys, like, pulled something valuable from this video, from this message. If you have any insight on this topic and you want to chime in, like, don't hesitate to comment. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You know, a little social currency, man. It's free. Just show your boy some support. I love you all, man. This is a passion of mine. Like, I don't do this for, like, the likes or the shares and nothing like that. I do this because, like, I feel like there's just a whole lot of divine revelation that has been given to me, and I just need to get it out. Like, my soul has been screaming at me for a long time. Like, I just be holding shit in that I feel like I could share and potentially help someone, you know, even if only one person hears this message and, like, can receive something positive from it and beneficial that they can apply to themselves, man, that's all. That's it. Like, that's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need the masses. If I can reach one, I'm good. You feel me? It's a ripple effect. That one can reach another. But I love you guys, man. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Ayo out.